For every adorable YouTuber pet that melts hearts, there's another that sparks chaos and controversy. From love to heartbreak, these are the most loved and most hated pets on YouTube. From dogs that became household names to pets that caused public outrage. Today, we're diving deep into the wild world of YouTuber pets. It started with love. YouTuber Deji, known for his humor and gaming, introduced the internet to his dog, Tank, a handsome and strong bull mastiff who quickly became a fan favorite. But in July 2018, everything changed. Tank was involved in a horrifying attack on a delivery woman who had come to drop off a parcel. The incident left her with severe injuries and scarred for life. The story made headlines, painting Deji's beloved pet in a dark, dangerous light. Months later, in December 2019, a UK court ruled that Tank was dangerously out of control. The heartbreaking part? The court ordered that Tank be euthanized. Deji was devastated. He pleaded for help online, sharing how much Tank meant to him.
I DM'd him, I messaged him about it. Yeah, I told him, don't give up hope. The judge might have some sympathy. This dog it means a lot to you. For them to just go, oh, it's getting destroyed. It's just sad. I know my bro and my parents would for sure make sure the dog would never, harm another person again.
Thousands of fans rallied, signing petitions to save the dog. But it was too late. The law stood firm. The internet was split. Some blamed Tank, others blamed Deji and his family for not controlling him. In the end, Tank's name became a warning story for every influencer pet owner. Love your pet, but never underestimate responsibility. If Tank's story was filled with heartbreak, Bosley's story was pure sunshine. FaZe Rug adopted Bosley, a chubby little pug, in 2014. And instantly, he wasn't just a pet, he was family. Rug's bond with Bosley became one of the most wholesome relationships on YouTube. Fans adored Bosley's grumpy expressions and lazy personality. Entire videos were dedicated to him doing absolutely nothing, and people still couldn't get enough. Bosley was the kind of dog who didn't need tricks to impress. He just existed, and everyone loved him for it. But in late 2023, tragedy struck. Bosley passed away, leaving millions of hearts shattered, including Rug's. When Rug announced the news, you could hear the pain in his voice.
Definitely a video that I didn't think we would be making, especially this soon, but Bosley has passed away. And I didn't even want to say those words now. We're all heartbroken right now.
His fans flooded the comments with condolences, saying they felt like they lost a friend too. Bosley wasn't just Rug's pet. He was a piece of YouTube history. A reminder of how deeply pets can touch our lives, even through a screen. You think pets are unpredictable? Try owning a robot one. In 2024, streamer iShowSpeed decided to spice things up by introducing a robot dog to his live streams. A futuristic pet designed to interact and entertain. What could go wrong, right? Well, during a live session, the robot dog malfunctioned and attacked him on camera.
God damn it! God damn it!
The clip instantly went viral, sparking debates everywhere. Was it staged? Was it dangerous? Or just Speed being Speed? Viewers joked that this was the moment robots officially declared war on humans. Whether it was real or exaggerated, one thing became clear. This robotic pet earned itself a reputation as one of the most creepy and hated additions to YouTuber history. While Speed's pet sparked chaos, Markiplier's golden retriever Chica brought nothing but peace. Chica became a part of Markiplier's videos early on, and her calm, sweet personality immediately stood out. Fans loved how Mark treated her. Gentle, patient, always respectful. Chica wasn't just a background presence, she was a co-star. Markiplier often included Chica in wholesome moments, like baking videos or vlogs, creating an authentic connection fans adored. She wasn't trained to perform, she was just loved. Chica became a symbol of how beautiful pet ownership can be when there's true care and understanding. She wasn't the loudest or the funniest, but to millions, she was the purest soul on YouTube. And now, the complete opposite of wholesome. In 2019, Shane Dawson, one of YouTube's biggest creators at the time, shocked everyone with an old podcast clip where he made a disturbing joke about his cat.
I laid the cat down on her back and then I moved her little chicken legs, like, spread open or whatever. And I was like, if I just hump, but on her tummy, that's not weird.
Even though he later clarified that it was never real and that he loved his pets, the damage was done. Viewers were disgusted that he'd even say something so inappropriate. The internet doesn't forget, and that clip resurfaced years later, reigniting outrage. Shane tearfully apologized, saying he was immature and deeply regretted ever thinking it was funny.
I'm gonna apologize for a lot of things that I've done or said in this video, and if you don't accept the apology, that is 100% okay.
But for many, the line was crossed forever. His cat became unintentionally associated with one of YouTube's most infamous controversies. Yusuf Erakat, better known as FouseyTube, had one of the most emotional pet stories online. In 2013, he introduced his fans to Dollar, a tiny Yorkshire Terrier who instantly captured hearts with her playful, curious personality. Their bond was beautiful. Dollar wasn't just a dog. She was therapy, companionship, and unconditional love wrapped into fur. But in 2017, Fousey shared a heartbreaking video titled, "My Last Day with My Puppy." Dollar had fallen sick and passed away soon after. The video was full of raw emotion. He spoke to her grave, promised to protect her memory, and thanked her for changing his life. Fans around the world cried with him. Many said it reminded them of losing their own pets. Not all pet stories are grand. Sometimes they're small but unforgettable. KSI introduced his pet hamster, Morpheus, in 2020. Fans loved how he made even a tiny creature feel like a superstar. I filmed races, feeding times, and silly hamster adventures, showing that even little pets could bring big joy. But in 2022, KSI revealed that Morpheus had passed away. His tone was serious, but his friends on the Sidemen podcast couldn't help laughing awkwardly, something that didn't sit well with fans.
Harry and Sidemen's reaction to Morpheus' death. Rest in peace, Morpheus.
Soon after, YouTuber Calfreezy organized a mock hamster funeral, which many found disrespectful. It was meant to be comedy, but the internet wasn't amused. People called it tone deaf, saying even small animals deserve respect. Morpheus' story became a weird mix of humor and heartbreak, a reminder that not every joke lands, especially when it's about loss. When it comes to iconic YouTuber pets, none come close to PewDiePie's pug, Edgar. Introduced in 2013, Edgar Allan Pug quickly became one of the most recognizable faces in PewDiePie's videos.
So, I didn't have anything to make today, so I wanted to make a new video and show a new adorable little pug. His name is Edgar Allan, after the poet. So his name is Edgar Allan Pug.
His blank stares, tiny growls, and chaotic energy were pure internet gold. Edgar was unpredictable. One second, he'd be calmly sitting beside PewDiePie, and the next, he'd be knocking something over or randomly barking during filming. Fans adored it. Edgar became a meme icon. He wasn't just a pet. He was part of the PewDiePie brand. Before Prime, before boxing, Logan Paul had Maverick, his pet parrot, who literally became part of his brand. Bright, colorful, and loud, Maverick was a reflection of Logan's early YouTube energy. His fans loved seeing Maverick in vlogs, perched on Logan's shoulder, occasionally squawking during chaotic moments. But in 2019, tragedy struck. Maverick was killed by Logan's dog while he was away. The loss hit him hard. He named his clothing line Maverick by Logan Paul as a tribute, but ironically, it later sparked confusion. Fans thought he was exploiting his pet's death for business. For Logan, Maverick was more than a logo. He was a reminder of the time before scandals, before fame turned serious, when life was simpler and love was just between a man and his bird.
Morning after we got this vet mastiff, and I tried to bring her back in the backyard, and she's been having some problems. She's just real.
Nikocado Avocado, one of YouTube's most unpredictable creators, has owned several pets throughout his career. From parrots to dogs, his pets appeared occasionally in videos, often in chaotic settings, filled with drama and emotion. While many fans believe he loves them genuinely, others criticize the noisy, food-heavy environments his pets were exposed to. In his defense, Nikocado repeatedly expressed how much he cares for his animals, even calling them his emotional support system.
We're taking a selfie. Look at Roberto. He's coming over to say good night. Go to sleep, baby kiwi.
His story shows that sometimes the line between love and neglect gets blurry online, especially when fame and mental health are part of the mix. From Tank's tragedy to Bosley's love, from Edgar's memes to Cleo's sass, YouTuber pets have shown us every shade of what it means to care, laugh, lose, and grow. Some pets brought happiness to millions. Others taught hard lessons about accountability. But in every story, whether loved or hated, there's one truth that remains. It's never the pet's fault. It's how we treat them that defines their legacy. So maybe the real question isn't which YouTuber has the best pet? It's which YouTuber was the best human for their pet? Because fame fades, views drop. But the love of an animal, that stays forever. At the end of the day, every pet, loved or hated, shows us something about their owner's heart. If you enjoyed uncovering these wild YouTuber pet stories, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more deep dives, and drop a comment telling us which pet stole your heart the most.